I don't know about y'all, but I am so pumped for Blumhouse's new horror film, Speak No Evil. But what if I told you it's a remake? Hey y'all, my name is Mike Fawn, and in this video, I want to explore and talk about the original 2022 Danish horror film, Speak No Evil. Before we begin, please consider giving this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Now, back to the video. I first saw Speak No Evil during its festival screening prior to the film premiering on Shudder. I, along with other critics, were totally blown away by how raw and uncomfortable the film was. Indeed, the reviews coming out at the time, mine included, was that the film was tense as hell, yet mixed with artistic flourishes and capped off with an ending that, if you pardon the pun, left us all speechless. It was one of those movies where you just kind of sit after the credits roll in silence and just try to sort of process everything you just witnessed. A writer for Roger Ebert called it extremely unsettling, and the Daily Beast, I think, sums it up nicely, saying, "A thriller that depicts the path to hell as paved with minor transgressions." The huge twist was, this seemingly nice family was pretty dark and twisted, yet, as far as horror conventions go, that wasn't really much of a twist. The twist was just how sick and depraved this couple really was. Something I was shocked that was spoiled right away in the remake trailer. The film was directed by Danish filmmaker Christian Tafdrup on an estimated budget of $3.1 million. The idea for Speak No Evil had been brewing around the director's head for years prior, and the director was somebody that really found human behavior very interesting. In an interview with RogerEbert.com, he said, quote, "This cringiness between people is something I feel very close to," end quote. While the film is no doubt unsettling, it has a dark comedy that radiates throughout. The humor comes in the form of a couple that is so polite they find themselves in great danger. This extreme adherence to being seen as, quote, good guests can be chalked up to a cultural thing. However, I think it also speaks to a wider behavior of people. In the above mentioned interview, the director talks more about this, saying, quote, "What has surprised me and been very pleasing is that it's more of a global film than I anticipated. I once thought suppressing feelings and being dictated by social behavior was a very Scandinavian problem. Now that we've played in so many different parts of the world, it's clear we're all in conflict about how we should behave and what we really feel. That's so human." End quote. The director also found a lot of inspiration in funny games, and I can certainly see that. While rewatching this film, it really does hold up extremely well. Sure, the narrative isn't maybe as tight as it could be, but holy crap, I still found myself just as gripped as I did last time I watched it. If you're curious and you do want to see it, Shudder is currently streaming it. I was going to make a video comparing the two films, and I might do that as of time of recording. I haven't seen the remake yet, but I don't know. Judging on some of the reviews coming out, critics are saying it's not as impactful or disturbing as the original, which sadly doesn't surprise me at all. Collider did an interview with the director of the 2024 Speak No Evil, and he sort of all but confirmed the lack of edge, saying, quote, "It's a different experience. Christian's film is a brilliant, brutal, nihilistic, but this is more of a sort of roller coaster ride. I think we leaned more into the humor, more into the thrills." I still am hyped to see this movie, don't get me wrong. If nothing else, it looks like McAvoy devours every scene he's in, and you know that's always a good time. It is disappointing, however, that despite being in a new golden age of American horror, especially ones more psychologically driven, that we would get something that's watered down to cater to a larger audience. If this video does well, I do want to make a comparison video, but now I want to hear from y'all. Have you seen the 2022 film? And if so, what are your thoughts? Also, what do y'all think of the new film? Is it worth checking out? Weigh in below, and hey, while you're here, please check out some of these other videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one.